Epique Realty Leads Explained. Now, this is one of the most talked about topics, most asked question is, what is the lead program all about at Epique Realty? What kind of leads will they provide? What kind of leads will I get as an Epique Realty agent? So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to dive deep into that. Well, without further ado, again, real quick, this is Travis Jonty. I'm with Epique Realty, and this is the Agent Collab channel where we talk all things about Epique Realty, and we mix in a little bit about try to be a better agent. So for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go more of a high level into the different leads that Epique Realty provides. I'm not big on going, digging deep. I'm not a techie guy, deep into lofty, but the good news is we do have folks that are deep into that, and we have all kinds of training videos to help you along with that. But we're going to do more of a high-level overview for those that are really kind of inquiring about what Epique Realty is about and what their lead program is. So if that's the video that you're hanging out for, make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss a thing. And hey, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, shoot, I want to sign up for Epique Realty, that's no problem. We got you covered. All my information is down below. Let's have a conversation and see what it might look like for you and your business at Epique Realty. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned agent, it doesn't matter. We're happy to have that conversation and see if this is a fit for you. Like I said time and time before, it's not a fit for everyone. It certainly isn't. So if it's not a fit, that's fine. We'll go on our separate ways. But without further ado, let's dive into the video. So I'm one that doesn't like to sugarcoat things. So before I begin, I wanted to kind of cover this. A lot of agents, they come into the business and all they want is leads, okay? They might join a team because they want leads. They might do this or that because they want leads. We're not going to sugarcoat it. If you're not going to work with those leads or work those leads, you're not going to close any deals, okay? So real estate might not be for you unless you have a massive sphere of influence or whatever it might be. But if you're coming into the business and you're looking for strictly leads without working, this isn't the magic button. These leads aren't going to work for you. Although in some cases, with Lofty AI, it might help a little bit. But these leads aren't working for you. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the action to actually make some to sell some homes. I mean, realistically, the percentage that you get off of leads is relatively low. You need to pile in leads to actually have a sustainable business in real estate. Now that that's cleared away, let's kind of continue on here, okay? So for the first set of leads, we're going to talk about the Lofty lead pool. Basically, that's kind of the leads that they started out with. But what I want to do is I'm going to jump into the computer. That'll kind of really help you understand what those leads are and how that works. So let's get into the computer real quick. So first and foremost, Epique Realty's leads, they're free leads, okay? They're buyer leads, they're seller leads, and attraction leads. I know nobody else does that, but that's not what we're covering in this video. There is no extra fee from your brokerage for these leads. Okay, we don't charge additional splits. There's no referral fees for any leads we supply to our agents. So they have, we also have an AI instant follow-up, right? Leads are fed directly into the Lofty CRM, where an AI assistant will follow up with them automatically. With that being said, there is you do have to set that up where it's like, hey, schedule an appointment with this lead if you actually want that to happen. But I would advise making a phone call first to at least have that conversation or attempt to have a conversation. There's a lot of leads that might have a goofy number. So this is how it works, okay? So a lot of these leads, they come from, primarily going to come from Google ads, like the buyer leads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook ads. But the seller leads, where a lot of these come from, are the expired leads, the for sale by owner leads, pre-foreclosure leads, and these go dump directly into the Lofty lead pond. Okay, so how that works? Let's say you're in, like I'm in the state of Michigan, right? So if I'm in the state of Michigan and a lead comes in, we get notified for those leads. A lot of times there's several leads at a time. And there's a lot of times could be dozens or even 100 leads, depending on the time of the week or time of the month. So there's a lot of leads that are dumped into there. And at the same time, this is speed to lead. So you have to have your notification set up and emails and on your app and whatever to be able to claim these leads because they do go fast. But there are people that are closing these leads. Not everybody wants to work expired leads and for sale by owner, pre-foreclosure. But at the same time, we do have AI to help with that. And they will, attempt to make contact with them. Okay, so that is an option. Partner leads, will go into that a little bit more as well, and then attraction leads, okay? So that's kind of the first step of leads as we get into the program. This is kind of the leads that have been around for a little while. So up next would be the Realty.com frenzy leads, okay? So we recently partnered up with Realty.com, kind of end of 2024, coming into 2025, and that's been a massive boost for a lot of people's businesses. I know there's some 5-10 million of homes listed. I mean, this is a month ago, back in March, I believe, when it kind of first started launching, that we had listed from Realty.com frenzy leads. And you guessed it, right? There is no split on these leads, okay? There's no additional fees. Not every area is going to have tons of leads, okay? That's just not the way it's going to happen. My area, I think we average about 10 leads a week in my area, my general area. And how that works, I select an area. I go on Realty.com. I select my zip codes that I want to be able to see. And within those zip codes that I chose, there's about 10 to 15 leads that are coming in per week that I have an opportunity to claim. Of course, these do go fast. Now, beyond the frenzy leads, Realty.com does have some awesome leads. You can buy a city or a zip code. So right now I'm actually paying for a local area, and I get anywhere between 10 to 15, sometimes 20 leads a month that are coming into me. But that's something I pay separate. That's not from Epique Realty. I believe we might get a little bit of a discount as far as those go. But on top of that, Realty.com, typically a company, when they offer these leads to a company, typically that company keeps that kind of percentage of our monthly fee, right? Whereas Epique Realty is a little bit different in that sense, right? So I pay Realty.com a little bit of money for my extra leads in my city, okay? And with that money, Realty.com then pays Epique Realty. But Epique Realty on the other side, they turn around and they send that money to me as a check. That's kind of my revenue share for basically paying. That's something that you'll never see at another brokerage. That's just one of the little things that really kind of separate Epique Realty from other companies. So that's a really big thing. And real quick, if you're interested in Realty.com, I have a little link down below. You can go in there, click it, check out what they have to offer. They do have some different programs that you could sign up for. I think as low as even like $35 a month or $50 a month that you can kind of get signed up for to start getting some leads, lead inflow into your system. And maybe that'll kind of help you get a kickstart. But again, if you're interested in learning more about Epique Realty and what we have to offer, all the information is down below. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat and see if this is a fit for you. Okay. So here's something else I wanted to show you. So as an Epique Realty agent, we do get free verified profiles. Okay. And certainly, like I said, check that link below to see what a verified profile means. But this is my verified profile that I do have with Epique Realty, with Realty.com for free. Okay. And what is neat about this is really helping with SEO in your area. Okay. So this is just my site, right? We're just kind of looking at it here. One of the cool little things with this is they do have this news and insights, basically, right? Where they're basically printing these blog articles, and this helps with your SEO over time. Of course, now it's not super good. It's not backlinks and all that kind of crazy stuff going on in the background, but it is neat. I mean, these things do pop up as people are searching stuff. Okay, I mean, Farmington Hills, New Hudson, West Bloomfield, Michigan. A guide for Howell, Michigan residents navigating home loan refinancing. Okay, I mean, these kind of things. If you start sharing some of these things, a lot of this stuff will start to pop up in people's searches as you go. Okay, I'm not a guru on the internet or anything like that, an SEO person. I know some of you might comment and be like, "Wow, that's nothing," whatever. I'm just trying to show you what we have, and this is a free. I'm not printing these articles. A lot of people are looking for articles and stuff to share or whatever it might be. These are free things that I didn't write that are going out there, right? So I mean, that's I don't know, pretty cool if you ask me. So more on Realty.com. This kind of helps clear it up a little bit. Okay, Realty.com Pro membership offers exclusive tools, insights to enhance your real estate business, helping you close more deals efficiently. Okay, and this is what I talked about: the lead frenzy, the top placement on a trusted site. This is the AI-driven ranking strategies. This is the website I was showing you. Okay, there's lead nurturing in the Realty.com portal. Once you're in there, the local profile, national reach. So that's some cool things that we get with there. Here's Joshua Miller's verified profile, just to kind of give you an example, like I showed you, right? So hopefully that helps give you a little bit of an idea of how Realty.com is working with Epique Realty and how that helps us as agents in our business. So anyways, up next we have the Epique Click Offers, and this is basically kind of like their cash offer platform, okay? There's some other things built into this that you can also bring to your sellers, for your listing appointments. Maybe your sellers not only need a cash offer, but maybe they have some equity, and there's some things that we can do there as well. I'm not going to cover all that, but for now, we're just going to cover kind of the click offers, how we can do maybe some advertising for cash offers, because now you have that option. Of course, if you're in a rural area, it might not work as well, but for a lot of those people that are in metro areas, this is definitely an option you can look at. So click offers, this is kind of the platform, how it looks. You could have set up, your multiple offers. You can show up what it could be a market price. You can fetch offers for cash offers. This allows you to present multiple offers. It also helps you stay organized. Have everything in one place. It looks more professional. But like I said here, you can capture leads. Whether you're building your own, maybe a custom bio link or set up landing pages. Maybe you're doing some Facebook ads or Google pay-per-click ads or something like that. But now, cash offers. That's really the most searched term. And if you try to make it a little bit more narrowed down to your city, zip code, stuff like that, you can definitely get a little more generalized there as well. So we do have that option, right, with click offers. Okay, so that's just kind of just a brief little overview there as well, right? You can pause it here if you want to look at some of these things, but let's keep moving on. So the next thing I wanted to cover, as I mentioned before, we utilize Lofty as our CRM, okay? A lot of people may have used it. We do have the Enterprise Edition, which has AI and stuff built into it. So there's a lot of different things, whether you're with Lofty or KB Core or Follow Up Boss, or a lot of those different things. It's basically your place to manage your leads, okay? You can search and send homes. You can set up lead capturing landing pages. You can set up automatic drip campaigns. And what we do here is we actually do have a lot of different training to help you with your Lofty website, whether you're capturing Facebook leads or whatever it might be. There's lots of different things. You could post them on your profile and send them out there to your sphere of influence or things like that, right? So that's one way to get some free leads. Maybe it's on Craigslist or something, right? So that's one way that you can certainly create leads. Like I said, this is high level. We have tons of training to go over this. There's different things on smart plans if you're looking to try to automate your life a little bit, more task orientated on what you're supposed to do each and every day. So that's super helpful with that, okay? Hey, if you like what we're talking about, let's talk, right? So the next one I wanted to cover was Epique Realty's free advertising, free Facebook ads, right? So basically what that is we have a partnership basically with Social Bay, and that's running leads on Facebook. Epique Realty is paying for those, paying for your advertising for your listing. And just one caveat on that, that's with a $400,000 plus listing. I've had a few of those, and with those, I think I averaged about 8 to 12 listing leads per thing that they ran for that listing. And those are free leads that are coming to me. That's not, you guessed it, right? There's no extra cut or split for that. So that's another different lead system that you can use for just being part of Epique Realty. Let's continue on. I don't know what we're on, maybe 6 or 7 here. The next one on the list is Spark, okay? And what Spark is, and this is kind of a two-tiered lead system, okay? So we do have, obviously we're with a national brokerage, so there's an opportunity for referrals. We do have an agent portal, basically our dashboard for agents to submit referrals and that kind of thing. Really the old school way, as you may be familiar with any, maybe some other national brokerage or bigger company. So we do have referrals that way. Another way to do it is for this Spark system, okay? So I don't know, maybe you're a referral agent. Maybe you have a lot of agents that you send off the different ways, and maybe you're sick of chasing down and having those conversations and try to keep track of all these people. So what we have here with Epique Realty, we have Spark, okay? That's your turnkey national real estate team, which basically, what Spark agent closes more local transactions while building a national passive referral income, okay? So basically how that works is you have relocation team, earn a traditional 25%, but keep the relationship, okay? So if that person moves again, you still have that relationship. The Spark is following up with these people. They're keeping in touch. What also works with that is if you're signed up for Spark, and as we grow as a company, maybe somebody's inputting a referral into the system. So if they input a referral into the system and it's in your area, Spark will reach out to you to help work that lead. Okay, so that's kind of how that system goes. Of course, we're a newer company. This is a newer setup. So those things are being built out as we go. But even myself in a smaller rural area, I've been called a couple of times for different leads that have come through. Okay, but you have to be signed up for the Spark program. So another one I wanted to talk about was Thanks.io. Okay, so we have a free Thanks.io subscription. Okay, I don't know if you've used Thanks.io or maybe some other postcard system, but basically you're sending automated hyper-realistic postcards listing just sold cards, note cards, letters, and gift cards. Now, we have a free Thanks.io subscription. They're not paying for our postage and paying for our cards. That's a separate cost. And we do have the subscription, which is free with that, right? And one of the cool things with this, maybe you are with your sphere of influence. Maybe you're sending out gift cards or Starbucks or whatever it might be, and maybe you're spending money on all these gift cards. One thing that we can do here is we can send out all these cards, and basically you're only paying for any cards that might be actually brought in. So you're not spending $5 a gift card and just no matter what, that's just gone. You're only spending on the people that actually use the gift card, use the QR code, right? And when you have a just listed card, just sold card, they track the response. Man, I've had people that I've reached out to after they scan my code. Okay, so this is another cool way. I know there's all kinds of success stories of people having lots of listings or having success with cards, but this is just another way to do it. Okay, so the last one I wanted to touch on was our partnership with Zillow and their Zillow Showcase. So I don't know how many of you actually use Zillow for advertising. If you do use them, we're not talking about Premier Agent or the lead program or anything like that. This is for listings, and basically you show up as a showcase listing. So this helps get eyes on your product, okay? So if you're using Showcase, I mean, this is something that you're paying anywhere between maybe $400 to $800 or up, for a listing, depending on your metropolitan area. And you're also paying a subscription fee, a monthly fee for this with the 6-month minimum. With Epique Realty, now we don't have to pay that subscription. If we have a listing, we want to use it, we're paying a one-time fee of $250 to use that Zillow Showcase. Now, there's additional for pictures and all that kind of stuff. If you're doing a Zillow Showcase home, this is another opportunity for more leads. Of course, there's still Premier agents that are on there, but we're just going to show a quick showcase listing. So this is just an example. Okay, so this kind of shows you the listing. I mean, I don't know if you've looked on Zillow, but if you look on there, you can kind of see what's highlighted as a Zillow Showcase. So how it works is now your name is put in here as the agent, and you can contact Sally, right? Now, if you request a tour, that does go to somebody that's paying Zillow a bunch of money for their Premier agent, but you do have this option as contact Sally, okay? Another cool thing is if you're doing like a coming soon, if your MLS allows a coming soon, the request tour doesn't show up, and it has this that pops up. So that's one way to try to get ahead of it, try to capture those leads to get them in there beforehand, okay? Now, I mean, you're not going to get tons of leads off this. I know some people have more success than others. I'm not here to get all fancy and tell you you're going to get hundreds of leads off this. I mean, you might get 1 or 2 leads off a Zillow Showcase listing, but if that's that could be a high quality lead that could come in, right? And not to say that this also might help you win a lead, okay? This is kind of our landing page, for Epique Realty and our Zillow Showcase partnership. So you got getting started guides, you got the listing presentation, print listing presentation, some different things that you can bring that kind of help you, video tutorials, training webinars to really help you land more business. Like I said, for all these lead systems, it's all about the work that you put into it. Now, I wouldn't just jump in and be like, well, I'm going to do all these things and try to master them all. Don't be a master of none. I don't know how that saying goes, but just try to focus on what's out there, right? Work on the lofty leads that are coming in. Get the frenzy leads, get those working. I don't actually do the click offer, cash offer leads. I don't do Facebook posts and all that kind of stuff for different pay-per-click leads, but I know a lot of people are crushing it, doing it. It's just a matter of do what's best for you, do what you will actually do, and then you'll start getting more business. So that's just what it is. So hopefully that was helpful with our Epique Realty Leads Explained video. Like I said, this is really just a high level. If you want to dig deeper to see what else Epique Realty has to offer, see my contact information down below. Let's have a conversation to see if Epique Realty might be a fit for you. Again, this is Travis Junty with Epique Realty signing off.